Inbox, Delirious Extreme Late Night Edition. You know, they say it's kind of like being drunk. Sleep deprivation, that is. Let's find out together. All right, guys. This is our website, Tek Syndicate. Go there and join. Join us on other things. Subscribe on YouTube. By the way, if you got a really good idea for a t-shirt, put it on the forum. I'll give you $100 freaking dollars if I decide to use it for a t-shirt. I'll give you 50 if we decide to use the idea but redesign the t-shirt. You know, because it's your idea. That's a good one right there. I'll sell propane. Linux. I've been promising to answer these questions here for quite a while. Yep, Logan's Inbox, episode 1. Hey guys, really want a video about this stuff? Coming soon. Next up, how can I give money to, so this is what Loose Neutral's been asking, how you can give money to this Viander development Kickstarter coming soon, impending. Lots of things are impending once the office is finished, yes. Street Guru, how often do you visit G on 4chan? And who is my waifu? Never and nobody. When do you think people will be using 4K as the norm? I think it's about 3 or 4 years off until we have 4K as the norm, because 98% of the people, according to Steam, are gaming at 1080p or lower as their primary resolution. MJK79 says, what do you do if Trump gets elected? I will run around town wildly pulling people's beards out and slapping people in the eyes, just right in the eyes. Because if Trump gets elected, nothing matters anymore. You can just do anything you want. I mean, it's just complete pandemonium and mayhem. See, if Trump gets elected, it's like the apocalypse. In fact, a lot of us should vote for him, just so we can bring about the apocalypse. It's the Etch-a-Sketch into the world, man. That's how, you gotta hit rock bottom before you can start up again, you know what I mean? When you think about the perfect beer, what do you think of? That's from XYEXZ. How do you say that? Your name is the sound a chainsaw makes when it hits a snag. So when I think of the perfect beer, I usually think of Lawson's Sip of Sunshine. It is very hoppy and floral, a little bit of a tropical citrusy thing going on, and then just beautiful and smooth on the back end without any nasty bitterness. Get it fresh and drink it. That's pretty much what I think of when I think of the perfect beer. I like my hoppy beers. The double dose is even better. That wasn't on the screen there, but I'll let you guys see. How do I get my waifu to love me like she loves you? My waifu is too busy being a pop star that she never has time for me anymore. I gave her a hamburger and her affinity dropped a whole level. Here's what happens, man. You need like a magic pendant or something that can turn you into some sort of demon beast thing. Waifus love demon beasts. Do you understand? They act like they don't. But trust me, it's always consensual when you're a demon beast. What is this business? Nope, not gonna do it. Let me tell you something. So, I didn't know what this was, right? And I'm hanging out with people in a group. Like, we were just hanging out, and I was reading through some of these questions and scrolling down, and I just sort of absentmindedly, like, Princess Knight, whatever. I didn't even read your question. It was just like when you say, do not look this up, I was like, okay, I better just click on the blurry stuff. Okay, let me just look this up. So I looked it up, and I'm with a group of people. I had to like slap my laptop shut. So thanks very much for making me slap my laptop shut. All right, this is from Yeah Boom. What do you hate the most / grinds your gears? Grindcore grinds my gears, sir. As does much pop music. What do you think? Okay, this is from Taco Tuesday. And that's the right way to say Taco Tuesday, everybody. What do you think about a Linus Media Group / Tek Syndicate exchange program? You send Kane up to Canada, and one of Linus' guys to come down here to Portland for a project. Or you and Linus switch places for a week. I think that would be hilarious. I would actually do that. It wouldn't be fair to us, because nobody's as smart as Kane. But it would be really funny to have, Linus Media Group, or Linus come down here and take over Tek Syndicate. Because, man, we would be selling razors and freaking bear share or whatever the hell it is. We would be selling all kinds of stuff. It would be amazing. It would be like just freaking flea market around here. Then I would go up there and we'd all just hug trees and sing Kumbaya or whatever they think I do. I would just try to play to the whole, this is what's good for television, right? We'll put on sandals and no socks and sing Kumbaya. All right, no, we'll all be dancing to metal around a fire and throwing old computers off of water towers. I don't know. Is that what we do at Tek Syndicate? Maybe we'll fix their server. Moving right along. Are you willing and/or planning to start community projects that make use of the skill set of some of the members in this forum have? Yes. So I totally agree that some things are probably underutilized, and one of the visions that we had when we first created Tek Syndicate was, hey, let's get a bunch of really smart people together and do some cool shit. And that's kind of what we're doing with Zweihander. Wendell has not had full time yet to get some people building robots or making some home automation software, but he does intend to employ some people from the website in some of these endeavors, and then do just kind of like we're doing with the Zweihander project. We've got a bunch of guys coding on this right now, working on plugins, working on textures, working on characters, animations, whatever. By the way, if you know Unreal Engine or 3D Studio Max or a number of other programs, you might want to message us on the forums and let us know, because yeah, and we'll be paying the people. We're going to retain a staff after we do our Kickstarter, and we'll pay some people. So yes, we are moving toward that very thing, Rudster. Very cool. Alamar has a pretty interesting question here about cameras and lenses. He wants me to recommend a reasonably priced camera for beginners who want to get into photography. And you know something? Take pictures of landscape around the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful. You're going to want like a wide angle and possibly like a mid-range camera. I don't know, maybe a zoom, I don't know. So the thing about landscape photography is you probably don't want to shoot wide open, so you know, you can probably get a zoom lens and produce pretty good pictures. I really suggest starting with film if you're just getting into it, because you can get a cheap film camera. You know, there's some really awesome cameras made from a company called Kiev, and a few others that use like the Contax lens mounts. I believe that one is. It might be the Leica lens mount, but you can buy these old USSR cameras for like $50, $100, and they've got amazing lenses on there. I'll throw some links in the description. It might not be what you want, but just for photography, and if you want to, really get into digital photography, man, go online and buy a Canon 5D, not Mark II, just a Canon 5D. It's like 12 or 13 megapixels, so not the best ever. But the pictures that come off of that sensor are beautiful. You could probably get it for really cheap, and then grab a couple of different lenses. But this is something I should make a totally separate video about after I look through all my stuff, really, because off the top of my head, I'm not even sure what's new on the market now that might be good. I recommend a full frame sensor because that's going to give you the most beautiful photographic quality. But if you're for landscape, really, even a Micro Four Thirds sensor might be pretty good. So, damn, that's not a very good answer. All right, this is from Scream-A-Pillar. Is that what you do when you see one? You scream a pillar? Okay. What would you find to be the most comfortable workstation chair? I find myself fighting with the desk and armrest for comfort, my right hand, etc., etc. Okay. Yes. Now, if you talk to most people out there, they're going to say, oh, you should check out this racing chair because I want to be in a race car while I'm at my desk. Those things are weird because they always force me sort of in this sort of a position like this. In the Bernie Sanders position, you don't understand. We're talking about something about chairs. Yes, chariots. I don't like the racing chairs. They're not comfortable. They're bulky. They're weird. There may be some out there that are comfortable, so I may be proven wrong yet, but I typically go for a steel chase. Chase me around. Steel case. And there's multiple different options out there. They are very expensive, but it's as a workstation chair. It's an investment in your back, and it's an investment in whatever the hell your comfort. But if you look online, you can usually find a second-hand one. I like to go for the Criterions. Now, these things allow you to adjust the arm pads, so you can like move them side to side, move them forward to back. You can adjust the butt pad to make it go forward, back, and slide. It slides and all that sort of thing. Everything adjusts to just the right angle, and I find it to be extremely comfortable and durable. I found one online when I was living in Seattle for about $130 or so. So very inexpensive. This is like $1,000 chair, mind you. So Wendell has other steel case chairs that he recommends, but he got me hooked on them because I have a bad back. Someone ran me over with a car. Long story. But yeah, but I have a bad back because of it. So his chairs, like, they fixed me up just fine. I was like, well, I got to get one of these. So yeah. Destroy007 says, can I post a Michael Jackson eating popcorn gif in here? Please do, sir. Will there be a massive helium apocalypse? The massive helium apocalypse is going to happen. It's scheduled. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but we're all going to be running around talking like chipmunks, and it'll be wonderful. Will the angry German kid ever start up his mechanical keyboard business? Yes. Will Microsoft Sam hook up with Siri? Sam and Siri. What an abomination they would create. From Metalize Your Brain. What's the most badass and awesome concert you have ever been at? I ain't never been at nothing, man. Ending things with prepositions and that bad grammar. Who would throw you down the stairs if I ever meet you for this? Can't believe this happened. Oh, I'm supposed to answer your question. Amon Amarth, when they released the Satura Rising album, the concert was ridiculous. I normally like to go see bands, you know, like I've been to see Amon Amarth that when they had Insephirum open up for them. That was probably the most fun I ever had, because it was Insephirum, Amon Amarth, and Elvedi, and that was just a really amazing concert. Saw Amon Amarth the next year. Every time they come to town, they bring a good crew with them, with Fintroll and Moonsorrow, and Moonsorrow was the act of the night for me. They were just grim and dark and way more black metal than their albums, so that was freaking cool. But just the Amon Amarth experience, when they had the Satura album release, they opened up for themselves, and it was very memorable because they came out on stage and played 2 hours, or no, I'm sorry, they played 1 hour, the full Satura Rising album, about an hour of music, just played that entire thing. Then there was an intermission, and then after that they came back and played a couple hours of all their old stuff. It was just freaking ridiculous. Again, it wasn't the best concert because not all the variety, but it was the most impressive concert I've ever been to, because Jan Heg was just on for that entire time for like 3 hours. What is he doing backstage? Does he have some magic whiskey or something backstage? Maybe it's magic mead. Hello there, everyone. That's the way he talks. Are you ready to fucking rock and roll, everyone? Yes. The song is very metal. You better bang your heads or I will bash them in. Haha. Just kidding. It would never hurt you. Yeah, he speaks. From Barbu, Christian 13. What is love? I have no fucking idea. Click all this stuff. Do it. I'm not gonna ask you again. And you better subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna cover all your china in Vaseline, and then I'm gonna schedule a secret china handling party where people come over and they just pick up china and handle it. And I'm not gonna tell them it's all covered in Vaseline. So a bunch of strangers are gonna show up to your house and pick up all your china and drop it in the floor. But you guys are gonna subscribe, so that's never gonna happen. If you don't have a china cabinet, why even watch this? Everyone who watches this has a china cabinet. We'll see you guys later. Right in the eyes.